Hey people, welcome back to the shit show. This has been a bad week. This has probably been the worst week of the year so far. Just feeling miserable. Nothing's going my way. Just absolute shit. Um, Only hit the gym 2 of my 4 days. Didn't do any of the working out at home. Just giving up, basically. Um, these things hit me from time to time. I'm going to strive through this. I'm going to push through this, but fuck if I am not dead inside at the moment. Man. So that'll be the topic of this video today is major depressive disorder. So, depression itself is, it's not really the illness. It's, as I've heard other people say, it's more of the symptom. You don't have depression. That's not the illness. Something in your life, something is making you feel this way. And I honestly, I truly believe that. So, you could be depressed from trauma. It's a trauma response. Some bad shit happened to you. You are suffering from a chronic illness. You've got pain, that makes you depressed. I knew somebody who was suicidally depressed for a long time because they were just constantly in pain. Their pain wasn't managed. They wanted to die. Couldn't fix their depression because their pain couldn't be fixed. And then, you've got your body's responding. Maybe you're not getting the right nutrients. Maybe you're deficient in something. Hell, even your neurotransmitters, your chemicals just aren't right, and that's causing your depression. But in itself, depression is, that is not the diagnosis. That's not the true issue. You don't get inflicted with this. So there's something causing it, and you have to figure out what it is. I have to figure out what it is and how to fix it. Me personally, it's probably a trauma response. I started the depression probably about 13, 14 is when it really, I noticed it coming into my life, and I've carried it with me ever since. I've never done anything to try to resolve it though, and you have to nip that shit in the butt, or it's going to just get worse and worse and worse. And that's why I have major depressive disorder, because it's not something that comes and goes. It's just there. It's chronic illness. I can't get rid of it. My best hope is just to put that shit into remission, build my life up enough to where I can be happy, and then if it ever comes back, I can push it back down. I can better manage it and deal with it and keep these episodes shorter. My teenage years were just a depressive time. I had some good times as a kid. It's fun stuff, but I fell into some big depression. The happiest year of my life, honestly, was my first year in the Army. 19. That was the best year of my life. I had things that were going for me, and so I can kind of use that as a blueprint of what I need to do to get myself into a better position. I was working out constantly. I was eating well, or eating better. The food's shit, but it was eating better. I had a community. I had, these guys were my brothers. We're not like great friends, but these were my brothers. And I had purpose. Those things you are necessary for a man to get by in life. And I no longer have those things. But that was the best time of my life right there. So I know I need to pick something from that and bring it into, life today, mid fucking 30s. My worst time was after the deployment. I definitely picked the wrong job. I decided to be an infantry soldier, and so I was in a war zone for a year. I was in firefights damn near once a day for a whole year. Maybe minus about 2 months. Nothing really happened in the wintertime over there. It was basically a little truce. We were all fucking cold. But yeah, just daily combat, it's fucked me up. And so the few years post-military was the darkest time of my life, where I was suicidally depressed. But I'm past that. I've been past that for a while, but now it's just the passive suicidality, just the fucking just wanting to be dead, and just being depressed, it wears on you so much. I was trying to think how I could put this, like some kind of analogy, because when you fall into these pits, you have to treat it quick. You need to get a hold of yourself and get it under control, or it will get worse and it will take you down. So I was kind of thinking, it's, you got a bad cut. You got a bad cut. It's dirty. I just tossed a little bandage on it and called it a day. I'm depressed. I just covered it up. But when you don't continue to work on yourself, when you allow your depression to eat you up, well, shit, now it's infected. You are hurting really bad, and you don't want to do anything about it. You just keep on going. You could start doing the right things, taking care of yourself. And that would be like taking the antibiotics and treating your wound. But when you're really depressed, you might not be doing anything for yourself. You just let yourself fall apart more and more and more. And now the infection has gotten so bad, well, you are starting to get it's getting a little gangrenous. It's really filthy. It's really nasty. Something bad is going to happen to you if you don't get this shit under control. I have not. I've let it get worse and worse and worse and worse. At that point, the doctors could cut out some necrotic tissue, cut out some bad shit. A little, you're losing a little part of yourself, but you could recover. Things could be better. But no, you let it get worse and worse and worse. Your depression continues. You lose friends because no one wants to be around somebody who's fucking depressed all the time. It's miserable for everyone. So you let this just continue. Now they got to cut off a goddamn limb because you've let yourself fall in so far. And so you lose your limb, but you're still alive. I don't know where in this stupid fucking analogy I fall, but I am probably at the lost a limb part. I will never be the person I could have been, the person who I should be. But if I put in the work, I can survive. I can make it through this. I don't ever want to go back to the way I was. And I don't buy into the pharmaceuticals for depression, because depression it's a byproduct of something else. I would go back to pills if I ever felt suicidal again. I would recommend that for anybody who is suicidal. Seek treatment, talk to a doctor, get on some antidepressants. Antidepressants are not good for you, but they will help stabilize you if you are that far gone. You don't want to fucking die and lose your life. And I'm still hopeful. I'm hopeful that, things can improve, things can be better. I know things can be better. Things could be better for you, random person out there who might be in the same situation. But you gotta try. And that's why everyone has got the same stupid fucking advice. Everyone is going to tell you, well, start working out. That's not going to cure depression, but it's a start. It's a start, because I can tell you, when I don't work out, I am more depressed than when I do work out. If I keep it up, I will keep my depression in check. It won't be as bad. I'll still be depressed, but it won't be as bad. It's rough here this winter because, normally I would just go take a walk. I'd love to just go for walks in the park, go hiking, but I hate the fucking winter so much. And I have my daughter so often now that I don't want to constantly be dragging her out for long periods of time in this. I should have got my life together so much sooner ago. This is just so much harder having a young child. She requires way more attention than I figured this would require. So I can't get anything done that I want to. I can't just sit down and read. I can't do all these extra exercises I want at home, because when I'm at home, I need to be present for her. And I'm still not. I'm still hooked on this goddamn phone. I wish I could throw it away and get rid of it, but I need it. I need to stay in contact with my girl. I need it in case anything happens. It's these fucking iPhones. I was going to delete the Safari internet app, but you can't delete it on here as far as what it would show me. I am going to delete this YouTube app and just maybe upload videos from the actual website, because I need to get off the internet. I'm on it way too much. It's wasting my time. But yeah, about fixing depression. You got to figure out what is wrong in your life. You have to think deeply about what you're missing, what you're lacking. And it's probably going to be the basic shit for most people. If you're out of shape, if you're not working out, if you're not putting your body through some physical training, that's going to hurt you. A poor diet. Your body's craving nutrients that it needs, and it's not getting, because at least for me, I'm eating shit all the time. I was eating fast food 5+ times a week, and I'm slowly improving, trying to do the exercise, trying to eat better. You need a community. I really wish I had a community. I've got nobody anymore. I got my girl, I got my baby, I got my mom. That's about it. And that's not enough. Some people out there are going to be really lonely, thinking a woman is going to save your life, going to fix your problems. It is no. It's not. It makes things easier. It definitely helps to have someone who's there for you, to help support you, love you, care for you. But then it's hard. You got to put in work to keep a relationship going. So it can be way more stressful, because I have to keep her happy, or she's going to leave me. So I have to put in work on that end too. So that's not it. You need a community. You need people. You need brothers. You need friends. And something that I do not have now, and I wish I had a community to be a part of. A part of me wants to just go to fucking church and be a part of that community, just because they'll take you in, they'll love you, even though I don't abide by the religion. I've tried. I can't get into it. So maybe I would be a faker there, but I got to do something. I got to find some community to be a part of. People say get a hobby. I don't have any goddamn hobbies. I don't know where to start. I just get kind of overwhelmed in that regard. Anything could be a hobby. I'm down for anything. I'm thinking about maybe once it warms up a little bit, I'm going to try rock climbing. But again, I would be doing that shit solo. I'd be by myself. I don't know what hobby I could possibly get where I will be with people. Anything I would want to do is going to be out. I like hiking. I want to be outside. But I do shit that I don't require people. I don't trust people. I don't do well with others. I become an NPC around people. My brain will shut off. Everyone's having a nice conversation around me. I can add nothing to the conversation because my brain goes dead. My anxiety is just keeping me in the moment, keeping me just on high guard. And so I can't just think about things to add to the conversations. And then also a lot of times I don't have anything to add because fucking nothing's going on in my life. So we need fucking purpose. I gotta find purpose. I need to find God in some way, some kind of religious matter, but I just can't fall into these built religions. I just can't. They just don't get me, man. I just can't. It doesn't hit my heart. I've got my own beliefs, and I'll talk about those sometime down the line, but I just can't buy into the Christian church or any of the other religions that I have partaken in for a month at a time. But that's what you need to get through this. You need exercise. You need a good diet. You need a community. You need faith. you need purpose. And I'm finding purpose in having a child. Like, that is my new purpose. But then again, that's not enough. I can't just be a father. I have to do something else. I got to figure out what it is, how I'm going to have an impact on this world. She is my number one. She is my purpose, and thank God for her. But I need to find something else. But I think if I did all those things, any other depressed person out there did those things, you would find that your life would get better. Thing is, I allowed myself to get gangrenous with my depression. I allowed it to take over. So there is no real going back to my full potential, but I could be better than I am today. And you gotta try. You gotta try. The best time to start was yesterday, but we're here now. We're today. We gotta just start now. So that's what I'm trying to do. As hard as it is, just gotta start now. Gotta keep going. Gotta push forward. Gotta do what's right. Because of depression, man, you get some really bad thoughts. Really bad thoughts. Like, this week has been rough on me. So goddamn rough. You just think, fuck, I wish I didn't have a kid. Because life was easier before. Wish I didn't have a girl. Just life was easier. I would just be happier rotting. Like, a part of me misses that. I just want to go back to rotting. Just fucking playing video games, laying in front of the TV, smoking weed all day, just falling apart, just wasting away. I was comfortable in my depression, in that fucking miserable state. And it's bad. It's trying to pulling me back to just rotting away. And you just got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting every single goddamn day, and it's so hard. But you can't give up, because it can be better than it has been. You can always improve your situation. You might not, nothing's ever going to be perfect. You won't get that life that you dreamed of, but it can be better than it is today. And if tomorrow is better than today, and then the next day is better than the last, and you just keep going and going and going, eventually you'll find your place in a spot where you're content. And that's all I'm after. I'm not trying to be super happy and popular and, having some dream life. I just want to be content where I'm at and find some peace. Because I know you'll never get through depression. Like, once you're in this level, it's chronic. It is not going to go away, but you can put it in remission. And if you get it in remission long enough, you can set yourself up for success. You can build your life up enough to where when you have a setback and you fall back down, you've got everything in place to deal with it and have it last as short a time as possible so it doesn't defeat you again. I am working on building things up, and it's hard. But that's what we're chronicling here. If I can do it, anyone out there could do it. So just for that random motherfucker out there that's listening, you can do this. Because I'm going to show you can. I'm going to get through this shit. I'm going to do better. I'm going to fix my fucking life. And if I can, you can too. So keep pushing it.